Hey Reception 1 artists, it's Miss Kit. Now if you haven't clicked the button above and watched that video first, stop right there, watch the video, and then come right back here. That was a great video. I learned a lot about the element of art, texture.
Miss Kit, I learned a lot too.
Oh, hi, Mona. Oh, I'm so glad that you learned some things too. What did you learn?
I learned that texture is an element of art, and it is how something feels or how something looks like it feels.
That's right, Mona. Mr. Ficha and myself, Miss Kit, have been taking you through each element of art. And this week we will be focusing on texture. But before we start to get to the art making, let's review with our minds and bodies the actions for the elements of art. Follow me. Okay, R1 artists, I want you to stand up and get our minds and bodies ready to review the actions. Do you remember the action for texture in our Elements of Art song? That's right, texture. Let's do it together. Texture. It's how something feels or how something looks like it feels. Let's review all the elements of art together. The elements of art. Line, shape, space, color, texture, value, and form. Okay, artists, let's head back to the art room and see what we're creating today. All right, artists, what you need this week is your sketchbook and your packet of crayons. Let's take a look at some different things you might be on the hunt for when you look for textures in your home. Now that you have your sketchbook and your crayons, we're ready to get started. Open to the next available page. You will pass your line lion and your geometric shaped fish. After that is where we'll have our texture hunt page. Then you will start looking around your house to try to find things that have texture. Find things around and gather them and bring them back here. Some ideas could be a leaf from a plant, a tin or a case for mints. I found a Lego that I'm going to use. Also, some coins are great because they're bumpy. Plastic trays or containers. A piece of wood is rough that can be used. And also some odd objects, like this one that has a textured surface on this cube. Then you take these items and you put it underneath your page. You sandwich it. Take one of your crayons using the side and your helping hand to hold. You will rub your crayon on top of the object. You will repeat this process with each of the items. Put the item underneath your paper, sandwich the paper on top, use your helping hand to hold down the paper and your other hand to use the crayon to rub. The crayon is helping us show the texture on each object. Because the object has bumps or lumps or grooves, when you rub, it will pick up those textures and show them on your paper with the crayon. Keep filling the space with the different objects you found so you can show texture. The next part of your texture hunt is to use magazines or newspaper to try to find textures inside pictures. Even though you can't feel the texture, it looks like it has texture. Make sure you're using things that you can rip out and use in your texture hunt. Here I am finding wood or rocks or trees, smooth water, and I am ripping out those pieces of the pages to add to my scavenger hunt page. Once you've collected maybe 5 to 8 different pieces of paper out of a magazine or other pieces of paper that show texture, you can glue them and add them to your rubbings. So if you have glue at home, use some glue and start placing it in different places that don't have any crayon yet. You're filling the page with lots of different texture. You may need to rip the pieces smaller so they fit. We also have a third way of making texture. Take your black crayon and use different lines to fill in the leftover spaces with different lines that could show bumpy, smooth, scaly, furry, or crackly types of lines. And there you have it, R1 artists. You've created a texture scavenger hunt that shows lots of different textures on one page. Make sure to put away your crayons and your glue stick properly and anything else that you've collected for your texture scavenger hunt. Well done, artists. You did a great job hunting down those textures. Well done, artists. You found and created so many different textures in your sketchbook.
Oh, that was so much fun!
It sure was, Mona. Hey, Mona, should we finish our lesson with the Elements of Art song?
Absolutely!
Okay, artists, you can sing along at home and follow me doing the actions. Here we go. Art is like baking a pie, and I'm here to tell you why. The ingredients are the elements of art, and using them is how you start. You take line, shape, space, color, texture, value, form, form, form. It's easy to do. Then you bake, bake, bake. Some beautiful art, some beautiful art. Great job, R1 artists. It was so much fun finding textures with you and reviewing the elements of art. Don't forget to make art, be art, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.